Have you ever felt like your energy is being siphoned away, your value questioned, or your very presence overlooked in relationships that should uplift you? It's an all too common experience that often sneaks up on us, leaving us emotionally drained, mentally foggy, and questioning our own worth. Whether it's a friend who undermines you, a colleague who takes credit for your efforts, or even a family member who consistently disregards your boundaries, these dynamics are more than just frustrating. They are detrimental. As the years pass, the weight of these toxic relationships compounds, eating away at your inner peace and happiness like a slow poison. The truth is harsh but liberating. Not every connection is meant to be preserved. Even those who claim to care for you can, intentionally or not, chip away at your self-esteem and sense of calm. Identifying these patterns and setting firm boundaries isn't an act of selfishness. It's a vital step in reclaiming your emotional well-being. In this discussion, we'll dive deep into the behaviors and traits of people who drain your energy, from manipulators and perpetual critics to those who thrive on control. More importantly, we'll uncover actionable strategies to protect your power, prioritize your peace, and ensure your relationships are a source of strength, not struggle. 1. The manipulator. Reclaim your power. Have you ever found yourself agreeing to something that didn't sit well with you, only to feel a lingering sense of unease afterward? That's the subtle yet potent grip of manipulation. It often hides behind a facade of concern, trust, or even affection, making it difficult to recognize at first. Take, for instance, the family member who consistently declares, "You're the only one I can rely on," whenever they need help. Initially, it feels good to be valued, but over time, their endless demands may overshadow your own needs, leaving you feeling exploited and emotionally depleted. Manipulators are skilled in deploying guilt trips like, "After all I've done for you, this is how you treat me," or using excessive flattery to lure you into compliance. They might even resort to gaslighting, making you doubt your own feelings or judgment. The first step to breaking free is to recognize these manipulative patterns. Pause and reflect. Are you helping out of genuine goodwill, or are you succumbing to pressure or guilt? Setting firm and clear boundaries is essential in reclaiming your autonomy. For example, if faced with guilt tripping, respond assertively yet calmly. "I value everything you've done, but I need to prioritize what's right for me." This approach communicates self-respect without unnecessary conflict. As Epictetus wisely observed, "We are disturbed not by what happens, but by our thoughts about what happens." While you can't always control a manipulator's actions, you have full authority over your response. Seek relationships with those who respect your independence and well-being, and don't hesitate to distance yourself from connections that consistently drain your energy. Your peace of mind is worth protecting. Breaking free from manipulation is not just about saying no or setting boundaries. It's about reshaping the narrative of your self-worth. Manipulators often thrive on exploiting vulnerabilities, preying on your sense of obligation, fear of conflict, or desire to be liked. Recognizing these triggers within yourself is a powerful step toward regaining control. For instance, ask yourself, "Why do I feel compelled to please this person? Is it because I fear their reaction, or because I'm trying to earn their approval?" Awareness of these internal motivations can help you disentangle yourself from their influence. Another key aspect is learning to stay grounded in your values. Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes from within, not from the validation of others. When manipulators attempt to sway you with flattery or guilt, remind yourself of your principles and long-term goals. Ask, "Does this action align with the person I strive to be?" Keeping your focus on what truly matters can help you withstand the emotional tug-of-war manipulators often create. Finally, Remember that stepping back from manipulative relationships isn't selfish, it's an act of self-preservation. Surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries and encourage your growth. These relationships create an environment where you can thrive without the fear of constant emotional manipulation. As you continue to practice emotional resilience and assertiveness, you'll find that manipulation loses its grip on your life, allowing you to live with greater clarity, confidence, and peace. 2. The financial exploiter. Protect your resources. Financial exploiters pose a significant threat, particularly in the later stages of life when one's focus often shifts to enjoying the fruits of a lifetime's hard work. These individuals exploit vulnerability, often disguising their intentions behind familiar faces or urgent scenarios. For instance, a relative may repeatedly request temporary financial help only for it to turn into a permanent drain on your resources. Alternatively, scammers may use fear or urgency, pressuring you to make hasty decisions that could jeopardize your assets. The tactics vary, but the goal is always the same: to manipulate you into relinquishing control over your wealth. Recognizing the warning signs, such as persistent money requests, emotional blackmail, "I have no one else to turn to," or fear tactics, "act now or lose everything," is crucial in defending against these dangers. Guard your finances by maintaining privacy, seeking advice from trusted financial advisors, and staying educated about prevalent scams. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca aptly put it, "Wealth is the slave of the wise man, the master of the fool." By exercising prudence and control, you can safeguard your resources, ensuring they serve you and your needs rather than being squandered by those with ulterior motives. To further fortify your defenses against financial exploiters, it's essential to establish firm boundaries and adhere to them unwaveringly. Letting guilt or pressure dictate your financial decisions opens the door to exploitation. Be clear and assertive in communicating your financial limits to others, no matter how close the relationship. Trust is vital, but blind trust can be perilous, especially when significant assets are at stake. Ensure that any financial transactions, loans, or assistance are documented and formalized, even when dealing with family or friends. This not only protects you, but also discourages those with dubious intentions. Additionally, technology plays a dual role. It can protect your finances or expose them. Use strong passwords, enable two-factor authentication, and regularly monitor your accounts for any unauthorized activity. Be wary of unsolicited calls, emails, or messages that request personal or financial information, as they are often the gateway for scammers. Surround yourself with a circle of trusted individuals, friends, family, or professionals who have your best interests at heart. If unsure about a financial decision, consult this group for their perspective before taking any action. Most importantly, foster a mindset of independence and critical thinking. As Marcus Aurelius advised, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This wisdom applies to financial dealings as well. If a proposal seems rushed, overly complex, or too good to be true, it likely is. By staying grounded in Stoic principles, you can maintain control over your wealth, ensuring it serves you as a tool for security and growth, not as a source of exploitation. 3. The critic. Defend your confidence. Critics often have a way of magnifying faults and diminishing achievements, no matter how significant your efforts might be. Their words, whether intentional or not, can chip away at your confidence, casting doubt on your abilities and self-worth. This constant barrage of negativity, if left unchecked, can lead to feelings of inadequacy and hesitation, preventing you from pursuing your goals wholeheartedly. However, the way to handle such critics lies in discerning their intentions. Constructive feedback, though sometimes hard to hear, is meant to help you grow and improve, while destructive criticism serves no purpose other than to belittle and harm. When faced with persistent negativity, it's essential to draw clear boundaries. A calm yet assertive response like, "I value constructive input, but constant negativity isn't helpful," can convey your stance without escalating tension. Above all, safeguard your mental well-being by limiting exposure to individuals who drain your energy or undermine your confidence, ensuring you remain focused on your personal growth and resilience. 4. The isolator. Maintain meaningful connections. Isolators are individuals who subtly pull you away from other relationships, gradually gaining control over your emotional world. They may discourage you from spending time with friends or family, using guilt, manipulation, or emotional pressure to create an atmosphere where your focus is solely on them. This tactic forms an emotional monopoly, making you feel as though your life should revolve around them and discourages any meaningful interactions with others. Over time, this isolation can lead to feelings of loneliness, erode your sense of self, and stunt your personal growth. It's important to recognize when someone's behavior limits your social interactions, as they may be attempting to control your emotional space. To combat this, actively nurture and prioritize your connections with friends, family, and other loved ones who promote mutual support and growth. Healthy relationships are those that uplift and empower you, offering space for you to flourish, not those that isolate you and restrict your development. If you find yourself becoming more isolated due to someone's influence, it's crucial to take a step back and reassess the dynamics of the relationship. Recognize the subtle signs of control, such as guilt tripping when you spend time with others or dismissing the importance of outside relationships. The isolator may use tactics that make you feel guilty for seeking emotional support from others, or make you believe that they are the only one who truly understands you. These actions can cause a sense of dependency that is unhealthy and ultimately leads to an unbalanced power dynamic. To regain your independence and emotional balance, it's essential to set boundaries that protect your relationships with others. Make time for friends, family, and social activities that encourage you to grow and thrive outside the influence of the isolator. Surround yourself with people who celebrate your individuality, challenge you to be your best self, and respect the importance of your connections with others. These positive relationships will help you rebuild your confidence, foster self-growth, and maintain a healthy sense of self-worth, free from emotional manipulation and isolation. Remember, you are not meant to exist in a vacuum. Your personal growth thrives in the context of a network of supportive relationships. 5. The neglectful caregiver. Advocate for yourself. When you depend on someone for care, neglect can deeply affect your sense of worth, leaving you feeling invisible and frustrated. A neglectful caregiver may dismiss your needs or repeatedly fail to provide the necessary support, either out of indifference or due to personal struggles that prevent them from offering proper care. It's crucial to acknowledge the situation for what it is and address it directly. You should express your needs clearly and assertively by saying something like, "I need more support, and it's important that my needs are met." If neglect persists despite your efforts, it may be necessary to seek alternatives, such as professional care services or community support programs. As Epictetus wisely stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This emphasizes the importance of advocating for your own well-being. By taking a stand for yourself, you preserve your dignity, protect your health, and maintain control over your life, ensuring that your needs are met in a respectful and fulfilling manner. By asserting your needs, you not only protect your emotional and physical well-being, but also empower yourself to take control of a situation that may otherwise leave you feeling helpless. Often, The fear of confrontation or the desire to avoid upsetting others can lead us to accept neglect, but this can be detrimental in the long run. Self-advocacy is not about demanding perfection from others, but rather about setting boundaries that ensure your needs are prioritized. It's also about recognizing that your dignity and happiness are not negotiable. If your caregiver is struggling with their own issues, it's important to offer empathy, but also to recognize that your needs cannot be sacrificed for their emotional state. Taking proactive steps, like reaching out for professional help or exploring alternative support options, ensures that you are not left alone in your struggle. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we cannot control others' actions, but we can control how we respond. By responding with clarity and confidence, you act in alignment with the Stoic principle of mastering yourself, maintaining both your integrity and sense of agency. 6. The envious. Protect your joy. Envious people often harbor resentment towards your successes, viewing them as a personal affront rather than something to be celebrated. They may downplay your achievements or belittle your progress, attempting to diminish what you've worked hard for. This bitterness can create an emotional cloud that distorts your perception of success, leaving you feeling guilty for your accomplishments and questioning whether you truly deserve them. However, it's crucial to understand that this behavior is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a mirror to their insecurities. Envy stems from feelings of inadequacy and fear of being left behind. Recognizing this allows you to detach from their negativity. The key is to limit your interactions with these individuals, refusing to allow their bitterness to affect your self-esteem. Instead, focus on sharing your victories with those who uplift you, friends, family, or colleagues who genuinely support your growth. By doing so, you create an environment that fosters positivity and personal development, free from the toxic influence of envy. When you stop internalizing the resentment of envious individuals, you reclaim your peace of mind. Their opinions no longer have the power to shape how you see your own success. It's important to remember that true success is not measured by the approval or validation of others, but by your own growth and fulfillment. Surrounding yourself with those who are supportive, who celebrate your achievements as much as their own, creates a network that reinforces your self-worth and motivates you to strive for more. You are not responsible for the insecurities of others, nor should you feel obligated to downplay your success to make them comfortable. Embrace your accomplishments with pride, understanding that your journey is unique, and not everyone will understand or appreciate it. In doing so, you protect your emotional well-being and ensure that your path forward is guided by those who truly wish to see you thrive. 7. The drama magnet. Avoid unnecessary chaos. Drama magnets thrive on creating chaos and conflict, seeking to pull others into their emotional turmoil. They often crave attention and validation, using disputes and crises as a way to feed their need for recognition. This behavior can be draining, leaving you emotionally exhausted and caught up in unnecessary battles that do not contribute to your well-being. To protect yourself from this negativity, it's essential to maintain emotional neutrality. Stay detached from their theatrics by resisting the urge to engage in their conflicts. Instead, focus on prioritizing peace in your life and avoid being dragged into their constant drama. Sometimes, the most powerful choice is to distance yourself from their whirlwind, safeguarding your mental and emotional energy for more meaningful pursuits. By practicing emotional detachment, you create a healthy boundary that allows you to protect your inner peace. Recognize that their need for drama is not your responsibility, and engaging with their turmoil only allows them to drain your energy. The Stoic approach emphasizes controlling what is within your power, and that includes choosing how you react to external distractions like drama magnets. You are not obligated to get involved in every emotional battle that presents itself. Instead, choose to focus on your own peace and growth. In doing so, you preserve your clarity of mind and cultivate an environment where drama and chaos no longer have the power to disturb your inner calm. By letting go of the need to please or validate others, you free yourself to direct your energy toward things that truly matter, leading to a more balanced and purposeful life. 8. The pessimist. Guard your optimism. Pessimists have a tendency to see problems in every solution, constantly draining your energy with their negative outlook. Their focus on what could go wrong or what isn't working can easily become overwhelming and discouraging, creating an environment where optimism is hard to cultivate. While it's important to empathize with their struggles, you must learn not to absorb their negativity as your own. By maintaining your own perspective rooted in gratitude and proactive problem solving, you can shift the energy. Focusing on solutions allows you to remain empowered even in challenging situations. Additionally, surrounding yourself with optimistic individuals who see opportunities rather than obstacles can uplift you and foster a mindset of possibility. These positive influences encourage growth and creativity, reinforcing your ability to navigate life's hurdles without being weighed down by others' pessimism. By choosing to engage with optimistic individuals, you create an environment that nurtures your resilience and strengthens your capacity to stay focused on what can be done, rather than what can't. Their energy becomes contagious, inspiring you to adopt a more constructive and hopeful mindset. This doesn't mean you should ignore the reality of challenges, but rather approach them with a mindset that seeks progress rather than fixating on problems. Fostering this mindset requires discipline and conscious effort, especially when surrounded by negativity, but it's essential for your emotional well-being and overall success. When you focus on gratitude, you shift your attention to what you already have, which acts as a powerful antidote to feelings of scarcity or defeat. This gratitude, combined with a solution-oriented approach, empowers you to take control of your response to adversity and maintain momentum toward your goals, regardless of external circumstances. 9. The overly dependent. Encourage independence. There are people in your life who may rely on you for everything, seeking constant support and refusing to take responsibility for their own actions or decisions. While helping others is an admirable and compassionate trait, it is essential to recognize the potential toll that constant dependency can take on your own well-being. Being the person others always turn to can quickly become overwhelming, leaving you feeling drained or even resenting the imbalance. Instead of enabling this dependency, it is vital to encourage those around you to develop their own independence. You can do this in a supportive and gentle manner by redirecting them to solve their own problems. For instance, you could say, "I believe you're capable of handling this, but I'm here if you need guidance." This approach not only empowers the other person to grow and take responsibility, but it also helps you maintain your emotional energy and set healthy boundaries, fostering more balanced and sustainable relationships. By encouraging others to tackle challenges on their own, you're not abandoning them but fostering their personal growth and resilience. It can be difficult to let go of the need to always be there for someone, especially when they seem to depend on you emotionally or practically. However, remember that part of supporting others is helping them discover their own strengths and capabilities. By offering gentle encouragement and trust in their abilities, you empower them to face adversity independently, which ultimately builds their confidence and self-reliance. Moreover, this allows you to preserve your own emotional and mental resources, creating a healthier dynamic where both parties feel supported, not burdened. Over time, this shift can lead to more fulfilling and equal relationships, where each individual takes responsibility for their own growth and challenges without over-relying on the other. 10. The boundary violator. Reinforce your limits. Boundary violators have a tendency to disregard your personal space, time, and values, often testing your limits to see how far they can push. These individuals may encroach on your time, invade your emotional space, or dismiss your decisions, leaving you feeling disrespected, emotionally drained, and vulnerable. Their actions can create an environment where your needs and boundaries are constantly overlooked, eroding your sense of self-respect. To protect yourself, it is essential to stand firm in your boundaries. This means clearly and assertively communicating your needs to others. For example, you might say, "I need you to respect my time and decisions," setting a clear and unambiguous expectation for the future. Consistency is vital in maintaining your autonomy. By continuously reinforcing your boundaries and following through on your statements, you ensure that your personal space, time, and values are honored, and that you maintain control over your own well-being. Over time, as you consistently reinforce your boundaries, you'll establish a sense of personal empowerment that others will recognize and respect. It's important to understand that boundary setting isn't about being harsh or confrontational. It's about protecting your mental and emotional well-being. When you communicate your boundaries clearly, you also set an example of self-respect, showing others how to treat you with the same regard you give to yourself. Violators may push back, but remaining firm in your stance will demonstrate that you value your own needs above the constant demands of others. It's crucial to recognize that some people may not change overnight, but by maintaining consistency, you protect your peace and avoid burnout. Ultimately, this practice fosters healthier, more balanced relationships where mutual respect becomes the foundation. Conclusion: your relationships play a significant role in shaping the quality of your life, but not every relationship deserves to hold a place of importance. It's essential to recognize toxic dynamics that drain your energy and hinder your personal growth. These relationships can leave you feeling drained, frustrated, or unworthy, undermining your mental and emotional peace. Setting boundaries is a powerful tool to protect your well-being and reclaim your happiness. By establishing limits, you ensure that only those who genuinely uplift and support you remain in your inner circle. Remember, your time, energy, and happiness are priceless, and allowing negativity or toxic influences into your life devalues them. Guard these precious resources by surrounding yourself with people who respect and nurture your true self. This intentional choice can transform your life, allowing you to grow in peace and contentment.